Good evening to all. Okay, so today we are going to see the delete statement and some of keywords in SQL. Okay, so let's see. So already we know that what is delete statement, right? So delete statement is used to deleting your data, that is in your table or row. So if we are using where condition, we can delete a particular data. If we are not using where condition, the whole data will delete, right? Okay, so the delete statement is used to delete existing records in a table. So delete syntax, that is very simple. So delete from table name where condition. Okay, so if you want to delete entire data in your table, you can use just delete from table name, that's enough. And if you want to delete a particular data from your table, you can use this whole syntax. Okay, so delete from table name and where condition, right? So let's see. Okay, so here, so you can also open your query window by right clicking your database and give new query. Okay, so now the query will be in your PRAC database, right? And we have two options to open a query window. One is here and another one is simple right click your database and give new query. Okay, so here I'm going to create a table. Just I enlarge the size. Wait a minute. Okay, so now you can see better. So create table. Okay, so I'm going to create a simple table. So table and student. Okay, here I'm going to give some ID columns like ID. Okay, so ID n where character. Here I'm going to use int value, right? So after that, give comma and name. Okay, so name and there is NVAL character. Here you could pass max instead of 250. Okay, so after that, here I have created some marks oriented fields. Okay, then first I'll give English and there is float because the mark will be in zero point 0.5 also, right? So we can get a 35.5 or a 36.5 or 70.5. So that's why I'm using float data type for English, right? And comma, here I'm going to give max, then that's also a float variable, and after that I'm going to give science and this also float variable. And here I'm going to give a department. Okay, department, that is n by character variable. And pair character data type. Okay, you can pass max here. So now I'm going to create a table. Okay, so the table has created, and give select star from your table name student, hit F5. So now you can see the all columns which we have created, right? So I'm going to copy the column by copy with headers, right? So here I'm going to insert some value. So let's see how to insert a value from Excel. Okay, so I'm going to create some values in Excel. Okay, so I'm going to open this file and we create some data. So here we have, one, two, three, and four and five, right? So and here I pause the column fields, and here now I'm going to create some values. Okay, so one, two, three, and four, and five, and six, and seven, and eight. Okay, and this is the bulk insertion. Okay, so we'll see how to insert two or more values. Okay, so using Excel, right? And here I'm going to give name. Okay, sorry, I have not shared the screen. Okay, so now you can see here, right? So here I have created some a table. Okay, so that has fields on ID, name, English, Max, Science, and department. Okay, so I'm going to insert the data, right? So insert the data in here. Then first I'm going to fill the data in Excel. After that I'm going to insert the whole data in single click, right? So here you have to give your name. Okay, so name must be in string format, right? So just first is Shankar and give. Okay, here you have not pass your quotations because we are going to insert directly. Okay, so you can just pass your names. Here I'm going to give 10 rows, 9, and that is 8, then 9, and 10. Okay, and here I'm going to give Dinesh and some other persons, Suresh. Okay, then here Karthik, and here Rajesh, and here Kuldeep, and here Satish, and here Chandra, and here Jamal, and here uh, and Muthu. Okay, so some we have 10 names. Okay, here I'm going to enter some values. So that is 45. I just type randomly. and department. I'm going to give triple E, sorry, here triple E and CSC and ECE, then IT, then triple E, and also CSC, then IT and ECE, then make, okay, civil. Okay, so now you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 columns, and here also we have 6 columns, right? So now I'm going to refresh my server. Okay, and here click your databases, and I click my database, and here I have to select tables, right? Now you can see here the student table is here, right? So simple, right click your mouse and select edit top 200 rows. Okay, and it's opened. Then go here. Okay, you have not, so you have to copy only the data. Okay, so we have already column fields in our table, right? We have to install our data only. Okay, here I need to copy these data, right? So you have to be aware for the column count. Okay, so here we have 6 count, and here also we have 6 counts. If you missed any column, and it won't insert, right? So I copy this. Okay, I copy this and simple click here. Okay, you click here, the entire record will be select, right? So click here and give control V. That's all. Your 10 data have inserted, right? Okay, and you can install, sorry, we can insert more than 100 and more than 1000 by using this method, right? So simple, you created the values, it depends on your column fields, and copy the values and paste into here, right? So simple, right click your table and give edit top 200 rows, then copy here. Okay, then now we go to the new query window, and you select start from, our table name is student. Okay, so just give F5. So now you can see here we have 10 records in student table. Okay, so let's see the deletion process. Okay, so delete syntax is delete from table name student. Okay, so where, here I'm going to delete uh, Muthu's record. Okay, so I'm going to delete Muthu's record. Okay, so before deletion, confirm your where condition query. Okay, so you have to confirm your where condition query by using select statement, right? So select from student where name equal to Muthu. Okay, so simple, run your query. So now you can find your Muthu's record, right? So then now you can proceed your delete function. Okay, right? Simple, remove the select and columns, then give delete and click F5. Okay, so one row affected, right? So now I'm going to check my table. Okay, the name Muthu record has deleted, right? Okay, so now I'm going to run entire, I'm going to fetch entire table. Okay, now you can see here we have only 9 rows. Okay, so the Muthu's record has deleted. Okay, so now I'm going to delete based on IDs, right? So here I'm going to give ID equal to 9. Okay, so uh, before deleting or updating or insertion process, you have to use select query and confirm your records, right? So confirm, and after that you you are going to do your delete or update statement, right? Before that you have to use select query to find the record is correct or not, right? So now I'm giving where id equal to 9. Okay, so I'm going to delete the record for 9, right? So just give F5. So you can get only one row, right? So I'm going to delete this. Just give delete and hits F5. Okay, now I will do the same query. So for checking if 9 id is 9 is not, yes or not. Okay, so we don't have uh, id equal to 9 record. Okay, so just select star from student. Okay, I'm going to fetch entire data. So now you can see here, so we have 8 rows. Okay, then, and this is the delete process. If you give like this, delete from table name, that is student. Okay, then entire data have deleted. Okay, so now I have the I want the data to do some extra tasks. Okay, so finally I will show how to delete entire data from the table. Okay, so let's move on to next topic. So next topic is top limit and runner. Okay, so top is used to, okay, so top syntax is used to fetch the top rows from your table. Okay, so let's see how the top is works, right? So now I want to print first 4 records from this table. You can give select top space and 4, then now you can pass your columns, that is star. Okay, from, so student, right? Okay, so now you have get only 4 records. Okay, so the top keyword is used to print top rows only, right? So here I can change into 3. Now we get 3 rows only. So if I give 2, now we get 2 rows only. Okay, so top is used to retrieve your data, okay, at the top most level of your table. Okay, so next, and minimum and maximum function. The minimum function returns the smallest value of the selected column, and the maximum function returns the largest value of the selected column. Okay, so the minimum and maximum syntax is, so select minimum, and inside the square parenthesis you have to pass your column, which column you are going to get a minimum value of that. You have to pass your column name in here, right? So let's see. So before that I'll run. Okay, So here I'm going to find uh, who is the minimum getting minimum mark in English. Okay, so right, so let's see max or minimum, and now you can pass your field. Okay, that is English, right? So now you can run your program, and you can see here, so 12 is the minimum mark in entire record, right? So here I'm going to change minimum into maximum. So 78 is the maximum mark in English field. Okay. Okay. And here you can give alias name for your column, right? If I do some aggregate functions like maximum, minimum, count, average, like that. Okay. So we have to give a name for the column, right? Okay, see here I'm going to give max, and here I'm going to pass science. Okay, science, right? So I'm going to run this. So now you can see here the no column name. Okay, here you have to pass your column name, that is alias name, right? So because here we are converting the science field into the aggregation function, right? So here you have to give the column name. Okay, so just give us, and you have to give your column name here, like maximum. I'm going to give maximum or maxi. So now you can see here the column name has changed. Okay, so you can give entire field, or how many columns you have, you can give your alias name for each column, right? So I'm going to create all column element, that is id. Okay, so id comma name comma department. Okay, then I'm going to run this. Now we have three columns. Okay, and you can give alias name for each column, right? Here I'm going to pass student. Okay, so instead of name I'm going to pass employee, just for okay, so employee, and here just I pass full department. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. Now you can see here, so the all columns names are changed into their alias name, that is student and employee and department. Okay, so here the as is not necessary. Okay, so you can pass your alias name with the help of small white spacing, right? So just pass like this, and here also I have not used as, and here also as is not necessary, right? Just give simple spacing and give your alias name, right? Now you can see here, so id is changed into student, and name is changed into employee, and department is dept changed into department. Okay, and then next, so next is SQL count, average, and sum functions. Okay, so count is used to count your records, how many records in your table you can count. Okay, and average is used to average your column value, and sum is used to sum your column value. That's all, right? So let's see. Okay, so those are all aggregate function. Okay, so you can use these aggregate function into your column directly. Okay, just give count, and like just give count and pass your column name inside the parenthesis, right? So let's see. First we'll see the count function. Okay, Here we have 8 values, right? So 8 records. Select star from student. So first I'll fetch all records from student table. Okay, so here we have ID, name, English, Max, okay, science and department. Okay, so here I'm going to count how many students are in triple E. Okay, just you have to pass where and give DEPT and give equal, then now you can pass triple E. Okay, so now I run this, I get the records. What are the records in triple E, right? So we have two records. So I want to get only the count. Okay, so how many counts, right? Here you can just pass count, and here you can pass any column name because we are going to count the record, right? So you can, here you can pass ID, name, English, Max, Science, department, any column name. Okay, because we are going to count the records, that means count the rows. Okay, so here just I pass ID, and now you can get 2, right? So here you can give your alias name for ID. I just give triple E. Okay, triple E. Okay, here you have to use snake casing triple E students. Okay, so run this. Now you can get triple E students are 2. Okay, then let's see one more function. So here I just pass star, and I'm going to run from this. Okay, so I want to find in English who are all get below 50 marks. Okay, who are getting got below 50. Okay, so let's see how to find that, and who are all are how many peoples have got below 50. Okay, so let's find. Here I'm going to just give count, and inside the count I'm going to pass a name. Okay, so here I'm going to count the values, right? I'm going to count the rows. Okay, so you can pass any field. Okay, so here I'm going to change the column value into English. Okay, after that here I'm going to give less than 50. Okay, so because I'm going to find who are all got below 50 in English. Okay, that's why I'm giving like this. Okay, so before running this query, just I give star and I run this. So here we have 5 values. Okay, I'm going to give count, and I'm going to run this. So the value is 5. You can change your alias name. So in English, like okay, so I'm going to I gave English below 50, that's all, right? Just hit F5. Now you can see here the name has changed, and totally we have 5 members in under 50, right? Below the 50. So let's see the another keyword, that is average. Okay, so I'm going to delete this and select star from students. Okay, so student. Okay, so I'm going to average these columns. Okay, so I'm going to average these columns by using AVG. Okay, just pass AVG, and here you can pass your columns. It is English and comma AVG that is science and comma avg max. Okay, then after that you have to give your column name is max and science and here English. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. So in English, totally 41.357 and science 76.127 and max 44. Okay, that is the average mark, and you can also find. Okay, so you can also find by using where condition. So I'm going to find typically average department wise. Okay, I'm going to find the average marks for department wise, where DPT equal to thus pass triple E. Okay, so now you get 16.5 and 17.5 and 71.5. Okay, so you can also give a valve condition in here, right? So and finally we are going to see the sum function. Okay, so just I'm going to change sum instead of average. Okay, then so I'm going to run this. You get the sum of the value. Okay, sum of English and sum of science and sum of maths. Okay, so in triple E department. Okay, so that's all, and it sums the entire column. Okay, based on your condition. Then next, we'll see one more. Yeah, so let's see what is a like operators. Okay, so like operator is used to it is used in a where condition. Okay, so in previous sessions we have seen, or we can pass only the exact value. If I want to print uh, a triple E department, I can give the entire name in column, right? So by using like we can print some, like if I want to print the values which are starting from A. Okay, so the starting letter is A, and I can print by using like operator. Okay, so the like operator is used in a where class to search for a specific pattern in a column. Okay, there are two wildcards often using in conjunction with the like operator, that is so percentage symbol. So we can have to use percentage symbol for getting the result, right? So let's see. So first I'm going to fetch all records from, so all records from students, and now I'm going to run this. Okay, okay, so here I want to print whose names are start with S character. Okay, so let's see how to do that. And where just pass your column name and give like, then here you have to give single notations, there is single quotes, right? So here you want to get the S letter from starting position. You have to give S and percentage symbol. So now we have get what are the names are start from S. Okay. So I'm going to run this. So we have 3 rows on Shankar, Suresh, and Sadish. Okay. So now you can see here that these 3 names are start from S. Okay. So you can also pass a lot of or more number of characters in here. So I'm going to give S and A. So because I want to print whose names are start from SA, right? So just hit F5. So now you can see here we have both two records and both names are start from SA. Okay, so both names are start from SA. Okay, if I want to, so before that run the table. So now I want to print the name from using the end character. Okay, so just delete this. So if you want to print whose whose names are ends with H, so you can give your percentage symbol in front of that. Okay, that's all. Okay, here I give percentage symbol in front of H. Okay, so now this query uh, retrieve the data whose names are ends with H. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, here we have 4 names that's all are ends with H. Okay, so simple. If you want to print the letters, okay, so from starting, and you have to give your name, you have to give your characters in here. So before percentage symbol, if you want to print your field or your names, so like ends with some other characters, you have to pass your characters after the percentage symbol. That's all, right? So and we have third option only. Okay, so that is if I want to print the hatch in any place in that name. Okay, so you can give two percentage symbol for getting that. Okay, so now the hatch, it is in first position or last position or middle, no problem, it will prints that names. Okay, so let's run this. Now you can see here, so in first 2 rows, so we have H in lost. Okay, and here we have H in middle, and here we have H in lost, and here also we have H in middle and lost also, and here we have H in first position, right? So you can give or you can pass your letters by using double percentage symbol. Okay, so this the double percentage symbol is used to fetch the data from the character in, if it is in first or last or in the middle. Okay, it will print the data. Okay, so that's all. And do you have any doubts, please text me. And like operators is used to uh, print your data in a like format. So if I want to print whose names are having A, you can simply pass A instead of H. Okay, so you can get the value whose names are having alphabet A. Okay, so having A in their middle or end or front position. Okay, so it will print the value. Okay, so thank you all. and it is clear. And do you have any doubts in like operator? Anyone? Yochana,
No, sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So thank you.